Jason Fitz from Yahoo Sports hanging out with Bills superstar Josh Allen, joining us on behalf of Gatorade, the Is It In You campaign, which I'm wildly excited about. We'll get to that in a second. But first, Josh, got to talk a little bit of football OTAs going on. I was covering the draft. We were all talking about Keon Coleman. You got to meet him. So first impressions of the rookie coming in?
Yeah, I mean, first impressions is he's a big sucker now. And he's learning the playbook at a very accelerated rate. You know, his football smarts and instincts are as high as a rookie as I've seen. Obviously, there's going to be a time for growth and a lot of learning that goes into it. I am excited with the room that we've got going on right now, bringing in a couple of vets, some guys that have been around the league, have seen a thing or two, and able to kind of convey and show him the ropes. And he's taking it in stride right now. And, you know, that's what OTAs are for. Come in here and learn and go out there, not be afraid to make a mistake, but, you know, go full speed so we can start developing that timing and that chemistry that, you know, quarterback and receiver need.
Some of that addition comes because of subtraction, right? So let's be real here. Stefon Diggs no longer part of the team. And that has led to this real narrative that's loud that the Bills are going to take a step back this year. Feels like there's a conversation about windows. Do you guys feel any Super Bowl window pressure internally?
No, I mean, I think that's our mindset, though. Every time we step on the field, every year is, in our opinion, it's Super Bowl or bust. And anything that you do from here on out, you know, it has to be in hopes of winning a Super Bowl. You know, every time we step on the field, every time we step in our facility, and frankly, every time you're off field and you're representing the Buffalo Bills as an organization, everything that you're doing is ultimately leading up to win a Super Bowl. So obviously adding a lot of new faces, a lot of new pieces on both sides of the football. We've gotten quite a bit younger, which, you know, is an opportunity, in my opinion, to be a leader and to develop some of these young guys and bring them into our system. And I think Coach McDermott and Coach Bean have a plan of what they want in this building. And, you know, we're just trying to follow that and put together a team right now.
Does it put more pressure on you, though, as a quarterback?
No, I don't think so. I think coming out and, again, being the best quarterback that I can be, the best teammate, best leader that I can be. And every year it kind of changes and you wear different hats as the quarterback. And this year's no different. You know, it's a lot of different hats. It's bringing some young guys. It's making sure that I'm on the same page with Coach, not just McDermott, but Coach Brady. And then some other vets in the locker room, making sure that the messaging that we're delivering to some of the younger guys is very, you know, parallel to what we're all thinking. And again, everything that we're doing is to try to win a championship here.
All right. But the other part of it is a little bit of fun. You're getting to know a lot of guys, which means creating handshakes. Walk me through it. All right. Like, what's the drill like? You guys sitting down, like, how do you come up with a handshake with somebody?
You know, some are in the hot tub, you know, getting ready for practice. Some are in the sauna. Some are on the field. Some are right before we're literally standing there waiting for practice to start. Sometimes it's as simple as a 3-second make something up and it's like, all right, that's our handshake now. And there's really nothing too elaborate about them, but I think to have something like that with each guy, offensive line, running back, tight end, receiver, to have our own little special connection in a way, just to and I do it right before we start, whether it's throwing routes on air or when we all come together as an offensive unit on the field, just to let everybody know, like, handshake as soon as we're done, it's like, it's go time. Like, let's go to work.
I've never felt more like an athlete, which I'm not. But the fun fact, Josh. So when I was touring with the band, right before we go out to play arena shows, like, you got the curtain up that's like hiding everything. Beforehand, we all had a handshake. Every guy had a different handshake that you had to do, and it messed with your whole mojo if you didn't get the handshake in right before you went out in front of the crowd. But yeah, it's a whole way of being like, hey, we're on the same page, we're locked in, we're going to go do this. So see, musicians and athletes sharing a little love there. One athlete, by the way, that you're going to get first looks at, Caleb Williams, on the schedule for the first preseason game. If you're going to be watching this, what are you looking for from Caleb as a rookie coming in?
Well, I think any rookie quarterback, just the ability to come in and know their own system. I think everybody goes through some sort of growing pains, whether it's in the preseason or regular season. Some guys adjust faster. Obviously, he's a very talented player. He's got a lot of reps in college and one of the most dynamic and prolific guys to ever play in college. So, you know, I got no dogs in that race. He's in the NFC. You know, I hope, you know, the more quarterbacks and the better quarterbacks that we have in this league, I think it makes a better product. So, I'm hoping he comes out and lights the league on fire and can come out here and push other guys to be better.
All right, so you're working with Gatorade, which has me thinking about the debate a little bit right now, where you keep hearing about whether NBA players could cross over to the NFL or NFL players could cross over to the NBA. So tell me, what are you getting into an NBA game, Josh? Like, how you doing? How you feel like you would represent?
Yeah, I got asked this question the other day. Jokingly, half-heartedly said that, I could go be a 3-and-D guy. I'm 6'5". I could go box somebody out and give maximum effort for 6 minutes off the bench. And then, chuck up one or two shots and hopefully one of them goes in. I played basketball. It's in my background throughout high school. I do think that you couldn't take someone from the NFL and put them in and be a star. I think that there could be guys that go on to a roster and be a piece to the puzzle. But I think they're far and few in between. And I also think the same for basketball. I think, though, basketball players are the taller. They're typically going to be more athletic. A lot of 40-inch verts. But I think there's some freaks on the NFL side too that it goes overlooked. But again, we play our prospective sports for a reason. So I think if you could play the other, you would be playing the other, and we'll keep it at that.
It's the ultimate my dad can beat up your dad debate. There's no way to really know, Josh. All right.
Yeah.
So tell everybody what you're doing with Gatorade.
Yeah, so we're bringing back the Is It In You campaign. Obviously, one of the more iconic things Gatorade's ever done. And Michael Jordan is kind of being a part of the release, and he's the one that kind of is heading this. So to be a part of that with some of the names that I'm with here, it's a very surreal feeling. Obviously Gatorade's one of the more premier brands in all of sports, and it's an athletic beverage, but they've been there before I even knew it. Like, as a kid, Gatorade was always something that I was drinking on the sidelines, off the field. And I just remember as a kid seeing that campaign and seeing the colored sweat. And I was such a big Michael Jordan fan, still am. I think he's the best to ever play the game. And to be involved in something like this with him, I can't say enough about it, and thank Gatorade enough for allowing me to be a part of something so cool.
Josh, I'm going to give you a hot take here because, look, I'm a Gatorade fanatic. We are all Gatorade fanatics. We all love it, right? But here's the thing. The original flavor just gets slept on. Like, if we're going to have, the LeBron versus MJ debate of flavors of Gatorade, I'm just saying there would be no every other flavor if it wasn't for original lemon lime. I just don't think it gets enough love. That's all I'm saying.
I'm with you. I'm a lemon lime guy myself. That's my go-to.
Look at that. We're one step closer to having a secret handshake ourselves. Check the campaign out. Josh, appreciate your time, man. Thanks for hanging out with me.
Thank you, Jason. Appreciate you.